Mykki Blanco, first of all, thank you so much for stopping by. You just played a little show. How was that?
Berlin Festival, the audience was really great. Thank you so much, obviously, everyone at Berlin Festival for showing Mykki love, because I love when people show me love, because I try to give my all when I'm on stage. You got this shit out the freezer, Bell. This shit came cube. Let's fuck with it. Breathe. My name is Mykki Blanco, and I am an entertainer, performance artist, and a rapper. And I make hip hop music, but a lot of the times I use electronic beats. I use beats that are mixed with punk and industrial music, and I put it all together. You ain't a bisexual, this shit here ain't consensual. She brought friends and they all freaks. Keisha, Alicia, Keith, Malik. I just nutted, I'm cold-blooded, my dick stutter like Danny Glover. White caps, no soft drinks, salty taste.
And you just mentioned it, you do a lot of stuff besides music, and you did a lot of stuff before music. For example, what I thought was remarkable, you were into photography. Then you had a poetry book, actually. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, before I started performing, I had a book published called From the Silence of Duchamp to the Noise of Boys. It was published in 2011 by Oh Wow Gallery. And I performed as a kid, I was a child actor. I did theater, that kind of stuff. But I didn't actually start performing music until 2011 when I started performing the poems in this book as song lyrics in this punk industrial band I had called No Fear. And I started doing that first, and then one day I had the idea to try something different, and I invented this character, Mykki Blanco, that at first was pretty much like a feminine drag alter ego. And it started that way with me, doing these raps that were based on this feminine. Mykki was supposed to be a senior in high school, aspiring rapper. But then I did that for a couple of months, and then I kind of started to think of Mykki as less as a character and more as kind of a stage. I guess less of a character, more of just a stage name, And then I started to kind of mix my punk stuff with the Mykki Blanco stuff. And that's really, I think, what caught people's attention, was that it wasn't, just traditional feminine drag, but it also wasn't just, another guy on stage rapping about rap stuff. It was, something different. So I'm really lucky, because now, in the last 2 years that I've been performing and making music, Mykki Blanco, the whole entire project has really come full circle to allow me to express a whole lot of ideas underneath the same stage name. Ice cold nigga kingpin, ice cold nigga kingpin, ice cold nigga kingpin, ice cold. I drew a lot of inspiration from Iggy Pop, Tina Turner, Eminem, Beyonce. These are artists that just when I was growing up that I would watch a lot of their concert videos. And they're also people that are, put on a one-person, a one-man, a one-woman show. So I kind of saw those same strengths within my own, performance, persona, and character. And it's helped me kind of evolve what I'm doing into its own thing.
And rap-wise, because you can rap, that's out of the question. So was there anything that you grew up listening to, or is it just something that?
I think I stumbled into rapping, but if there was a rapper that I really respect and that I think has, their lyricism is kind of unparalleled, is someone like, Ghostface Killah. I listened to a lot of Ghostface Killah when I was growing up, and I kind of think that the way that he builds stories, I like that. I would try to, to do that same kind of thing with my own songs.
Yeah, Ghostface is sick, definitely. And before rap, you also had a short time where you went to an art school in Chicago, and you even got accepted into Parsons in New York. And I was wondering, first of all, how did that happen? And second of all, what was your major? Were you majoring in something like performance art, or?
Well, both times, both times, just I was a really good art student. I've had 5 years of art history, but I mean, I was accepted to really good schools on scholarships, and then for me, it was like art school. The real world was a better teacher, so I kind of chose the real world over art school. But I still think art school is a great place for people when they need to figure something out. I mean, I used art school to basically figure out what I needed to do. Thank God I didn't have to spend over $40,000 to do it. But at first, if I hadn't been put, I feel like if I hadn't been put in those environments, it would have been a little bit harder to kind of hone in on exactly what I wanted to do.
And you basically just said it, that you learn like more from life than from school. And I think you moved to New York by yourself when you were 17.
Well, I moved to New York officially when I was 23. But the first time I came to New York is when I ran away from home and I went to New York when I was 16, yeah.
That's like all by yourself? Crazy. And how long did you stay in New York when you were like 17?
About a month and a half.
Okay. And then like your parents tracked you down, right?
Yes. And then I went back to live in California.
But the reason why I'm asking is because I think there's like a similarity between a lot of talented people that push boundaries, that at one point they just have to like follow something inside them and go and try to make their own luck. And I was actually, it kind of reminded me of Patti Smith. And I was wondering, what do you think is that urge? Like, what do you think, what drove you into like running away and trying to like make a new life, create a new life for yourself in New York? Did you know that you wanted to be an artist or do music?
Well, I feel like I was reading a lot of like anarchist punk literature at the time, and reading like Arthur Rimbaud, and there was actually this book called Crime Think, that was this like early 2000s like anarchist like punk Bible in a sense, and I think that I just knew that, how can I put this, like I had known about other people, other artists, people leaving home, and I thought I had that same urge, I felt like I could do it. Yeah.
But still, like, it still must have been like a crazy experience, especially in New York.
It was, yeah.
And now back to your music and your performance. Is there like any new projects coming up? Like any new plans?
The first or second week of October, I'm gonna release Gay Dog Food, which is like 13 new songs. I'm like super excited. It's like a mixture of not just hip hop, but kind of like some punky industrial stuff. It's definitely like alternative music. I really love all the producers I worked with on this project, like really talented men and women. I was able to do a song with Kathleen Hanna from Bikini Kill and La Tigra. There's a female rapper from Chicago that I'm pretty sure just signed on to do a feature that's like fucking amazing. I worked with a guy, Cities Aviv, who's this punk rapper in the States. You guys will probably, if you don't already know about him, will be hearing about him soon. I just like Gay Dog Food, I'm super psyched about. But after Gay Dog Food comes out, I still am recording and working because my album Michael has to be done in December to come out in 2015.
Nice.
So yeah, Mykki Blanco, Michael, that's going to be my album.
All right. Sounds like a lot of stuff's coming up. Well, Mykki, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your stay in Berlin.
Hey, dog food. Hey, dog food.
Yeah, and then I'm going to just put on for all the downtrodden dark skins out in the world. You know what I'm saying? And
do your dance, YG, do your dance. And do your dance, YG, do your dance. Do your dance, YG, do your dance. Do your dance, YG, do your dance. Do your dance, YG, do your dance.
Hold on. YG4, honey.